So I'm waving her down and I'm like, hey, I need your help. I have an ESCO. She's upset. I don't know what to do. She wants to speak to her supervisor and I need your help. So she's like, okay, okay. She puts on the headphones. She listens in on the call for a couple of seconds. Then she runs down to me and she's like, she intervenes on the call and she says, I'm going to transfer you to the supervisor and we'll get you help right away. So she disappears for a couple of minutes. She tells me to go on training before she leaves. And she comes back and I'm like, okay, I did a good job. I know I know I did everything right like I'm supposed to. And she comes up to me and she's like, that was horrible. I need you to get off the computer, turn everything off, and I need you to shadow someone again. So I'm like, what the heck did I do wrong? And I'm like, okay. I was like hurt. So I go to shadow someone, explain to them to the situation what happened, and they're like, yeah, it's fine, you should be fine. And we go off to lunch. I come back and the head training person was there. She's like, hey, can we meet with you? And I'm like, this can't be good. And I go in the room and they have this paper on the table and they're like, we're writing you up. I'm like, what did I do wrong? She's like, well, you had an ESCO and you pissed her off. I'm like, I didn't do anything. And let me tell you exactly what she said. I remember the call now. She comes on the phone. She's like, well, I spoke to a couple of representatives and they could not help me. I'm like, okay, I'll try to help you, but I'll try to get... She's like, I want to speak to a supervisor right away. I'm like, okay, I will get a reach out to have a supervisor speak to you, but while I'm doing that, can I please, is there anything I can help you with while I reach out to a supervisor? And she's like, she explained the situation to me, and I'm like, okay. So I'm looking up everything. She said her name, and I'm like, she said that they shipped her package to a different address, and every single time it doesn't come on time. So I'm like double checking, triple checking everything. I'm like, is this your address? Is this correct? Is this correct? On here it says that. She's like, yes, yes, everything's correct. I'm like, okay, I don't understand what's going on. I'm going to check into this. So that's when I flagged down the other trainer. Just like, okay, that's when she listens in. She's hearing her yell at me saying, yes, it's correct. I told you that already. And because I wanted to make sure I am not missing any details whatsoever to figure out what is going on until a supervisor comes on the phone and helps me. So, once they have me in the room, and she's like, well, you escalated the situation. I'm like, no, I didn't. I did what you guys trained me to do. As soon as I came on the phone, answered the phone, and said,